have emphasized the need for the total diversification of the Nigerian economy and youth empowerment. Abdusalam Jibril has the details.
Different political parties in Nigeria have been selling their manifestos on the need to vote for their parties. The Abundant Nigerian Renewal Party says they intend to reposition education to impact on other sectors. While commending the federal government's rice revolution policy, the party added that it will go further and eliminate middlemen in the subsector.
The middlemen we don't want who come into the country and buy our products from these farmers too cheap because those farmers are not very much aware of the kind of prices they should be getting for their product. We will not want that one. But commodity board system actually works.
Youths right now are, technology savvy. You understand? Okay, so we make a massive use of technology to sensitize.
The Young Democratic Party lamented the country's overdependence on oil and emphasized youth participation as well as innovation and critical thinking as key in moving the nation forward.
What we were trying to do is to try to give back to the people, to empower the youths. We're looking at when you finish becoming the president, becoming governor, nobody needs to arrest you. You have 10 days within which to go to submit yourself to ICPC or EFCC. Go there.
The party also said that if elected into office, they will put in place a people-oriented security system to curb insecurity challenges across the country. In Abuja, Abdul Salam Jubril, NTA.
And moving on, the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, said available evidence shows that the live radio interview of Senate President Bukola Saraki on Christmas Day was doctored before it was broadcast to remove any reference to the claimed donation of 10 million naira to victims of the armed robbery in Offa, Kwara State. NTA correspondent Hasmo.
To the claimed donation of 10 million naira to victims of the armed robbery in Offa, Kwara State. The minister in a statement said he is presenting to the public both unedited version of live radio interview as well as the doctored rebroadcast version so the people can see the extent to which some leaders can go to deceive the people and peddle lies just to show off their dwindling fortunes.
Homegrown Feeding Program is one of the numerous federal government programs targeted at eradicating poverty in the land. Correspondent Shegun Lawale takes a look at the success of the program 3 years into the tenure of the present administration.
The Homegrown School Feeding Program for public primary schools started in January 2017 in Ogun State across the 20 local government areas. Currently, 1,510 schools are benefiting from the program, with over 270,000 primary 1 to 3 pupils being fed every day of the week.
Monday, we ate rice and beans. Tuesday, we ate beans. Wednesday, we ate beans. Because the food is good, and if I'm hungry on break time, they'll give us the food and I'll be happy.
But as we speak, 95% of the schools are captured, and the people that are being fed are primaries 1 to 3 in public primary schools. Except some few schools, about 5%, that they are having issues with, how to get to those communities. Maybe those ones are the extreme areas.
For the objectives of the program to be realized, Ogun State adopted a multi-sectoral approach involving the Ministries of Agriculture, Education, Finance, Health, and Information, led by the State Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs.
One of the successful initiatives in social services in Nigeria, I think it's probably the largest and most ambitious investment in social services.
Children are excited about it, and their parents are also very grateful for the opportunity. The food arrives hot, so it's not left stale and things like that. And it's a balanced diet.
The exercise has really boosted the school's enrollments. And with our pupils, hardly can you see any of our pupils who is absent unduly.
Apart from stimulating local agricultural production and boosting farmers' income, it also provided empowerment for women, thereby improving family and local economy.
Many of these women who are working on this program were housewives or widows who had no source of livelihood whatsoever. A number of these women are now building houses. They have turned their lives around. They have gainful employment. They have been empowered.
As we speak, it is 70 naira per pupil per day. Ogun State has been able to partner with the Ministry of Agric. They've been able to partner with what they call protein content, those who will supply eggs, those who will supply meat, those who supply fish, at the rate that we key in into the budget of the program.
The program is okay because the pupils in the school, they are enjoying the food and we cater for them. So even give us time, even give us another time to do some other things at home. We are received 32,000 per 10 days. And we are
However, in Ogun State, about 5% of the target public schools are yet to benefit from the program.
We are talking to government on the balance of the 5%, that all efforts should be made to profile and to be able to get to these areas and to make sure that those children that are in those 5%, though we see it as little, but those children to benefit from this program.
States are encouraged to put in their own money into the pot, but again, the states are not without the challenges of their own from a funding strategy. So it's painful that a few children from maybe year 1 to 3 have the benefit of this feeding program.
In Abeokuta, Segun Lawole, NTA News.
And on special report, Nigerians have been cautioned against indiscriminate bush burning in the interest of safety of lives and property, even as the Harmattan season persists. May Ogidi has the details.
And January are usually months of celebration. Yes, the Christmas and New Year. That is the sunny side of the moment. But moving to the other side of the divide, one is reminded of the sad reality of Harmattan season as humanity confronts losses. Every inanimate object goes dry and becomes highly inflammable as pains and agony take the place of joy in many families. Even the dead, in most cases, are not spared.
Somebody building a shop may say, okay, they need a light. Draw a light, maybe with a cable, with naked points, and drop and put a stone connecting the, without recourse to real electrical regulation. So all this contributed to fires.
Just a few days ago, hospital, filling station, and markets in some cities were consumed by the flaming fire ushered in by Harmattan.
There's any fire incident, 30 minutes is enough to raise down almost the whole market.
It has always been complaints from victims and their sympathizers on the inefficiency of fire service in responding to emergency situations. But the Controller General of the Federal Fire Service, Joseph Gariba Anebi, seems not comfortable with this accusation.
That even if you are coming with your fire engine, you cannot assess the scene of the fire because of a kind of obstructions created.
For the Controller of Federal Fire Service, it is no longer a time for blame game, but one has to be conscious of the season and go the extra mile in taking precautionary measures such as avoid bush burning, avoid the use of candle, proper use of electrical appliances, avoid spraying of inflammable propellants, avoid reckless driving, avoid indiscriminate disposal of cigarette filters, matches and other inflammable objects should be kept away from the reach of children, careful use of firecrackers and, more significantly, fire extinguishers must be available at homes, offices, and vehicles at this time. Mayor Ogidi.
And talking economy, 2018 being the year that recorded socio-economic gains and development with a recovery from recession and consistent reduction of inflation. This was the focal point of discussion on NTA Current Affairs program Tuesday Live. The guests, however, believed that the year, however, had its challenges. Talatu Zeribe Hasma.
The quest for industrialization was Nigeria's major drive in the General Yakubu Gowon era in the 70s, which laid out a long-term development plans that would have given Nigeria greater advantage over the Asian tigers. However, the country deviated with successive governments charting different courses. The consequences are the collapse of the railways, airlines, and disappearance of the groundnut pyramid and other agricultural produce that were the backbone of Nigeria's economy. The naira that was stronger than the American dollars became weak, paving way for brain drain. Efforts to reverse the decline by successive governments gave birth to different economic programs. The recent being the Economic Recovery Growth Plan that has taken the country out of recession and reduced inflation fits, many say stood out in 2018.
The country has witnessed growth that it had never witnessed before, like this time around. There's improvement in output of the people of this country.
And I said it, Nigeria is not in a debt crisis. Forbes did an analysis of all countries, looked at their national debt, looked at their foreign reserves, and looked at their debt to GDP ratio, and then turned around and voted Nigeria as the best debt management in Africa.
Other gains noted in 2018 include revamping the agriculture, especially rice production, infrastructural development, and intensified fight against corruption.
The government clearly shows that nobody is above the law. People that believe in electronic aggrandizement in the name of being judicial officers, and they were asked to face the rise of the law.
For others, challenges such as insecurity and the twin evil of hate speech and fake news should be addressed, given that election is around the corner.
For you to be a good Nigerian, and for us to get to that promised land, 8 speeches must be reduced to the barest minimum.
It's generally agreed that 2018 recorded significant growth that should be consolidated upon, and these analysts say is achievable only in an atmosphere of peace and the pursuit for national interest. Talati Ezerike, NTA News.
And you're watching Channel 12 News Live on NTA 12 Abeokuta. More news after the break. Please stay with us. Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. And now to entertainment news. Veteran Nollywood actor Richard Mofedamijo wrote on Instagram page that living a fake lifestyle often puts people in trouble. For details and more on entertainment news, let's join Aishat Olaiwola.
Damn fresh.
Shawty want $1 million.
Richard Mofedamijo, popularly called RM, said he is no longer surprised when people who earn next to nothing buy multi-million-dollar cars and houses. He also wrote that people should stop the phrase "fake it till you make it," but rather they should use the principle of faith and utter total trust in God's word, which is the principle that has been working for him. Further wrote that the principle will not only produce good results, but produce results that are long-lasting, not the fleeting fame and fortune that comes with faking it. Meanwhile, Bobby, a popular Nigerian comedian, also advised Nigerians not to believe everything they see online in his New Year message on Instagram. In a video he released, he said most of the things online are finished work and Instagram is an album. Bobby advised people to try and make money online in 2019 instead of living fake lifestyle and wasting time on social media.
Alright, yeah. Now what? Help me spread this message like Globacom. Let nobody come here and come before. I know say no be everybody follow come. I know be everybody.
Innocent Idibia, also known as Tubaba, has just released a new single for the year 2019 titled Oyi. Tubaba features his younger brother Hyacinth Idibia on the new single. He wrote on Instagram, "Make we usher in this new year with fresh music." And that's all for NT Entertainment News. I am Aisha Olaiwola.
Let me know because I don't want to bless you. But I'm lying, I'm only you and know. The same time, you do what you want to back you.
And now to sport update.
For Arsenal, as he yet again provided the assist for his teammates' first goal in their 4-1 thrashing of Fulham at the Emirates on Tuesday evening, while youngster Bukayo Saka replaced him in the second half to become the first player of Nigerian descent born in 2001 to debut in the Premier League. Goals from Granit Xhaka, Alexandre Lacazette, Aaron Ramsey, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang wasn't enough to end the Gunners a win, despite Abubakar Kamara's 69th-minute strike, which reduced the deficit at 2-1. At the Goodison Park, Super Eagles midfielder Wilfred Ndidi made his 20th start in the English Premier League for Leicester City, who recorded their first win in 2019, hedging Everton 1-0.
In that goal, that's Ricardo Pereira. Vardy has the freedom of Goodison and takes advantage.
Jamie Vardy scored the winner for the Foxes to condemn Everton their first loss in 5 Premier League games. His compatriot Kelechi Iheanacho was not included in the match they scored for the game. Meanwhile, the Confederation of African Football CAF announced the top 3 shortlist for the 2018.
And that wraps up Channel 12 News. Thank you for watching. I'm Idarisit Adido.
Gómìnà Ìbíkúnlé Amósùn pín ọkọ̀ akérò 42 láti kó ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ jọ fún ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ìpolongo aláṣẹ Buhari. Iṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ káàkiri orílẹ̀-èdè yìí lónìí lẹ́yìn ayẹyẹ ọdún tuntun. Akọ̀ròyìn wa ṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò pàtàkì ìpinnu ṣíṣe ní ọdún tuntun. Ẹ̀kálẹ́, Olúwakẹ́mi Ọ̀rùnṣolú Síkírù ní orúkọ tèmi. Ìròyìn náà rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn Ìbíkúnlé Amósùn ti pín ọkọ̀ akérò 42 sí àwọn agbègbè ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ àti àwọn ẹkùn ìdìbò ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn láti lọ ṣe ìpolongo àti kó ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ jọ fún yíyan aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari sí ipò ààrẹ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Lẹ́kan Agbọ́ndẹ ló bá wọn wà níbi tí wọ́n ti fa kọ́kọ́rọ́ ọkọ̀ náà lé àwọn alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ àti ẹkùn ìdìbò ẹgbẹ́ APC lọ́wọ́ nílùú Abẹ́òkúta. Ó jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé ètò pínpín ọkọ̀ náà ló wáyé láti mú ìlérí gómìnà Amósùn ṣẹ láti polongo ìbò aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari. Gómìnà Amósùn ṣàlàyé pé ó tọ́ kí aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari rí ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ tó lọ́rìn àti àtìlẹ́yìn látàrí àṣeyọrí rẹ̀ ní gbogbo ẹ̀ka. Alága ẹgbẹ́ APC nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn ọ̀gbẹ́ni Dẹ́rìn Adébíyì lu gómìnà lọ́gọ ẹnu lórí ètò náà. Bákan náà ni àwọn alága ọ̀hún dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gómìnà fún ìpèsè ọkọ̀ náà tí yóò mú iṣẹ́ ìpolongo rọrùn. Lẹ́yìn ìsinmi ọdún tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ kéde fún àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ rẹ̀, àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ti padà sẹ́nu iṣẹ́ wọn. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Anthony Gandonu tó lọ iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba tó wà ní Òkèmọ̀sán nílùú Abẹ́òkúta mú ìròyìn bọ̀ lórí bí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ náà ti fi tayọ̀tayọ̀ padà pàdé ara wọn tí wọ́n sì ti gbáradì fún iṣẹ́ ọdún míì tuntun. Ó jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé báyìí ni àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ náà ti péjọ láti padà sẹ́nu iṣẹ́ fún ọdún tuntun 2019. Àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ọ̀hún ní akọ̀wé àgbà Mọ́dúpẹ́ Abọ́sẹ̀dé rọ̀ láti ṣiṣẹ́ wọn bí iṣẹ́ kí wọ́n dé ẹnu iṣẹ́ lákòókò kí wọ́n sì rí i pé wọ́n kó ipa tiwọn nínú ètò ìdàgbàsókè ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Ó ké sí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ọ̀hún láti túbọ̀ jígìrì sí ojúṣe wọn bí ó ti ń rọ̀ wọ́n láti ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun láti ṣe kóríyá fún ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn fún gbogbo akitiyan rẹ̀ láti mú iṣẹ́ rọrùn fún àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ rẹ̀ àti pàápàá láti mú òfin iṣẹ́ ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ní atọ́nà wọn. Àbẹ̀wò káàkiri gbogbo ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba fi hàn pé àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ọ̀hún ti gbáradì fún iṣẹ́ tí ojú gbogbo wọn sì rí rekete pẹ̀lú. Àyẹ̀wò káàkiri ìgboro ìlú Abẹ́òkúta pàápàá fi hàn pé ètò káràkátà ti ń padà díẹ̀díẹ̀. Bákan náà, iṣẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nílùú Èkó lẹ́yìn ìsinmi ọdún. Akọ̀ròyìn wa jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ló ti wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ wọn nígbà tí ó ń tẹ̀síwájú pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn àyè tí ó jẹ́ ẹsẹ̀ ògbèrò níbẹ̀ ní lílọ bíbọ̀ sì jẹ́ ráńpẹ́, pàápàá ojú òpópónà tí ó jẹ́ èèyàn lè fi wákàtí kan rìn tẹ́lẹ̀ rí tí ó jẹ́ lẹ́yẹ òṣọ́kà ní òǹtọ̀hún yóò dé ibi tí ó ń lọ. Eléyìí tó ń farahàn pé ohun gbogbo ṣẹ̀ ń padà bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni. Ó ti di àṣà ní gbogbo ọdún tuntun fún ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan láwùjọ láti ní ìpinnu tuntun fún ọdún. Nígbà tí àwọn kan sọ pé àwọn yóò máa kọ àwọn iṣẹ́ kan sílẹ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn mìíràn ń ṣe ìpinnu àti ṣe àṣeyege nínú ọdún tuntun. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Hakeem Jimoh ṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò pàtàkì ìpinnu tuntun ní ọdún tuntun. Ó jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé ìpinnu ọdún tuntun ló sábà máa ń jẹ́ gbèdéke àti ṣe ìṣirò ìbùkún ẹni nínú ọdún kọ̀ọ̀kan àti ọ̀nà láti ṣe ìpinnu àti ìtẹ̀síwájú. Nígbà tí àwọn kan ṣe ìpinnu láti yàgò fún àwọn ìwà kan tí kò dára tó, àwọn mìíràn ṣe ìlérí láti gbé ìgbésẹ̀ láàrin ọdún ọ̀hún láti gbé nǹkan rere ṣe nínú ìgbésí ayé wọn. Ẹlòmíràn pàápàá sọ pé àwọn kò ní ìgbàgbọ́ nínú ìpinnu ṣíṣe ní ọdún tuntun, àmọ́ àwọn yóò gbìyànjú láti farajìn sínú iṣẹ́ wọn ní ọdún 2019 nígbà tí ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ayọ̀kúnlé Ewòṣó sọ pé ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan lè ṣe ìpinnu nígbàkúgbà nínú ọdún bí wọ́n ti ń mú àmọ̀ràn wá pé kí ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan máa ṣe ìṣirò àṣeyọrí wọn lóòrèkóòrè. Bí ètò ìdìbò gbogbogbò ti ń gbárajọ báyìí, àwọn ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ èrò wọn àti ohun gbogbo tí wọ́n ní láti ṣe. Àwọn àlejò lórí ètò Good Morning Nigeria tí wọ́n wá láti inú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú ARNP àti ìdí tí ó fi yẹ láti ró àwọn ọ̀dọ́ lágbára. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Abdulsalam Jubril jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé àwọn àlejò náà sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ríró àwọn ọ̀dọ́ lágbára nípa ṣíṣe ojúṣe sí ìlú. Wọ́n tún ní orílẹ̀-èdè gbọ́dọ̀ ṣí ojú kúrò nínú epo rọ̀bì nìkan bí ó ti ń ró ẹ̀ka gbogbo lágbára, pàápàá jùlọ ẹ̀ka ètò ẹ̀kọ́ fún ìdàgbàsókè tó lọ́rìn. Wọ́n ti ṣe ìkìlọ̀ fún àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí láti jáwọ́ nínú àṣà à ń dáná sun igbó ní àkókò ọyẹ́ fún ààbò ẹ̀mí àti dúkìá wọn. Akọ̀ròyìn wa jábọ̀ ìròyìn bí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìjàmbá iná tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ló jẹ́ àfọwọ́fà eléyìí tí iléeṣẹ́ panápaná orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ń ṣàlọ̀ fún ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan láwùjọ láti dènà ìjàmbá iná nípa pípa àwọn iná ẹ̀lẹ́tíríkì tí a kò lò. Bí a bá dáná sí igbó, ká rí i pé ó kú pátápátá kí a tó kúrò níbẹ̀. Bákan náà ni ó ní kí àwọn èèyàn dẹ́kun à ń lo àbẹ́là ní àkókò yìí nítorí gbogbo nǹkan ní ara rẹ̀ ti gbèkan, pẹ̀lú àmọ̀ràn láti ní adẹ́rọ̀ iná nílé àti àwọn iléeṣẹ́ gbogbo. Ọdún 2018 bí ó ti jẹ́ ọdún tí ó ní àkọsílẹ̀ ìdàgbàsókè nínú ètò ọrọ̀ ajé àti ìdàgbàsókè ohun amáyédẹrùn. pẹ̀lú ìjábọ̀ nínú ọ̀wọ́n gógó àti ìdákúrekú ètò ọrọ̀ ajé. Àwọn àlejò lórí ètò Tuesday Live níléeṣẹ́ NTA ṣàlàyé pé ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ló mú kí orílẹ̀-èdè yìí tètè bọ́ nínú ìpèníjà ètò ọrọ̀ ajé rẹ̀. Wọ́n sọ síwájú pé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lè dé ibi gíga nínú gbogbo ẹ̀ka rẹ̀ bí àlàáfíà, ìfẹ́ àti ìṣọ̀kan bá wà láàrin gbogbo ọmọ bíbí orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Nítorí ìdí èyí, wọ́n ké sí ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan láti máa gbé pẹ̀lú ìrẹ́pọ̀ fún ìdàgbàsókè tó yọrantí lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Tó ìròyìn wa fún ti àṣálẹ́ yìí kò ní jù báyìí lọ. Ẹ pàdé wa fákọ̀tún ròyìn láṣálẹ́ ọ̀la láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ó dàárọ̀ òun rẹ̀ lásán.
àyímátẹ̀gàn ìbíkúnlẹ̀ àmọ́sùn má òhun gbẹ̀lẹ̀ xinà bẹ́ẹ̀ gbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ ná bíbẹ́ gbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ pé ná dóvọ́ òvòbla dóvọ́ àyítẹ̀gàn Buhari dègọ̀dọ̀ gànjí. àsán kò bẹ́ẹ̀ gọ̀lẹ́ gbé egbò àgọ́sọ ẹ̀nì àyítẹ̀blẹ̀ bùtọ̀nẹ̀ tó jìjẹ òpè yọ̀tọ̀ gbọdọ̀. dóta ná àsán àtòdólẹ̀ wíwà nìní tọ́lẹ̀ sẹ̀dé òpagbe dídó òpè yọ̀tọ̀ bá sí àtòdodo lọ́sọ̀rọ̀sọ dóta anágbẹ̀sángbẹ̀ tọ́lẹ̀ tán. mẹ́kúdọ̀ òpèjà yìí mẹ́sọ́gbótó àsán ẹgbẹ́ tán ẹ̀yọ̀ ẹ̀yìn nìní gígọ́ sán tẹlifíṣàn ọ̀dàn tó pọ̀ ọdún tọ̀mẹ̀ tó Abẹ́òkúta nìní náà mẹ́tàn wẹ̀ Lawrence Gandonu. oògùn yìí má tẹ̀ gan òsẹ́ dọ́tọ̀ dàhó ìbíkúnlẹ̀ àmọ́sùn kò mọ àfisehun gàgbẹ̀lẹ̀ ilẹ̀ kan dé nùkún òwe dójìjì mátẹ̀ họ́ọ̀dù lẹ́nu àyè mátẹ̀ ìtàn lẹ́mẹ̀ póòfù bílá lẹ́nu dàhódàhó ètìtọ̀ àyè mátẹ̀ ìnẹ̀lẹ́pọ̀ náà bí bẹ́ẹ̀ òfù bílá tọ́lẹ̀ pé lọ́sùlọ́sù pé nàdó vọ́ òfù bílá mọ́kọ̀tàn dóze àyè tẹ̀gán Muhammadu Buhari gọ̀dọ̀ òkànjì nìní ìtọ̀mítàn lẹ́kàn àgbọ̀dẹ ètìtò òtẹ̀ẹ̀nẹ̀ yẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ hàn gan òhun lọ́lẹ̀ tán dótè náà àsìkò jìnnà tó jìjì mátẹ̀ họ́ọ̀dù lọ́lẹ̀ tán kó àsìkò jìnnà tó fò bílá lẹ́nu dàhódàhó lẹ́tọ̀ pótò tó dọ̀gbẹ́ All Progressives Congress tọ̀mẹ̀tọ̀ Abẹ́òkúta ẹ̀ẹ́nìnígọ̀ dọ̀ọ̀kúmẹ̀ gbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀tọ̀ hùn lọ́sùlọ́sù àsìkò jìnnà tó jìjì mátẹ̀ họ́ọ̀dù lọ́lẹ̀ tán dódò yìí hùn ẹ̀mẹ́ta hùn dọ̀ òhun lọ́lẹ̀ èyí bẹ́jọ́ náà yé ládìké lẹ́sìnká bú àwọn táwọn náà yé nàdọ́sìnká tóbi bẹ́gbẹ̀ tọ́lẹ̀ bó sọ́tò yìí bó tó gígọ́ nàdọ́tò lílá òfò bíbélà hó pé náà fífọ́ òfò bíbélà dóvọ́ àyítẹ̀gá Buhari dè gọ̀dọ̀ kàdé pẹ̀lú ewọ̀ sọ́tò hódọ̀ àsìkò jìnnà tó tó dọ̀gbẹ́ APC tán tó gùn má tẹ̀mẹ̀ àgbàgògá dẹ́rìn àdébíyí zéògúlọ̀ dàgà náà ìmátẹ̀gán náà fọ àtòdó kèézé lọ bukawa dó àfọ zézé lọ kìí apódì dènà dìké níbo àwọn pété gbòsọ jẹ àṣọmọ nkọtàn náà tó dọgbẹ lọ nàtòsí gàdó àsókàkìyà tó fò bíbélà ìjàlẹ pẹ̀lú. àsọsílẹ̀ kò bẹ́ àsọgọ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀ tó ẹnẹ̀ tó gbẹdọ̀ gbọ̀jẹ́ ìbásí àsán títàn òsùn títàn tàn ìdàn tó pọ̀ dùn látọ̀jẹ̀gbọ̀nù nàdọ́dù òpè yọyọ lọ́sọ̀rọ̀sọ Anthony Gandonu èèpọ̀dé àsọsílẹ̀ tó bíbíọ́ àsọmẹ̀gọ̀lẹ́dọ́ tó àsọpadà wáyé mátẹ̀tọ̀mẹ̀ dótà náà sàn títàn àsọwìwà òpè yọyọ lọ́tàn hẹ́ẹ̀línìgọ̀ dọ̀ àsọsílẹ̀ wẹ̀kùmẹ̀yẹ tàn tó hùhùn lọ́sọ bọ̀ yìí sọ́mọ̀ dọ̀ yìí kò bá sí pọ́tò tí fi bùsọ̀ òtítù sẹ́pẹ́yọ́rí na do be asogole o dele he do hoto yere me do ya da mo gboje he ahodu na mi lo ko na temi na do do pe lo so do dagbeji bo yi ko so ba si poto de fi na do be asogole modu pro we asan kò bẹ́ gọ̀lẹ́tò gígọ́mẹ̀ egbe ìgbọ̀n àgósó ẹ̀nì àyítẹ̀ ìbílẹ̀ bùtọ̀mẹ̀ tó gbọ̀jẹ́ ìdàndúpọ̀ ọdún lá gbòdò gbódókì àgò náà kò yọyọ lọ nìní tọ́ tẹlifíṣàn kan dàndúpọ̀ ọdún tán ẹ̀ nìní gọ̀dọ̀ òdúnlẹ̀ tó yí dódàgbèjì tó àwọn ìtòmẹ̀ bọ̀ gbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ kò sọ gọ̀dọ̀ àsánù àkọlùsọ́sílẹ̀ kó dàtí tó sọ́sílẹ̀ lọ sóko kò gọ̀dọ̀ àsánù bọ̀ òdúnlẹ̀ sọ́tò yí ibòtò gígọ̀ bọ̀ nílẹ̀ kó kò dókìádọ̀ àsán kò bẹ́tò kí gọ́mẹ̀ ná òpè yọyọ yìí. ẹ kò lẹ́sùn jọ̀hámọ̀ ònúhè ìnáwàtàn lágbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ nádọ́nà dópàgbè ònúhè ìnáwà lẹ́tàn tòbí bẹ́ òpè yọyọ tọ̀mẹ̀. wẹ̀nu mẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́lẹ̀ kò sọ̀gbè nádọ́jẹ̀ lápẹ́tẹ̀ náà ònúdẹ́lẹ̀ kì máa yan èyí kò tò sí sẹ́wà gbọ̀ngbòdò mẹ̀ẹ́kùnlẹ̀ bá sí òpàgbè dídó òpè yọyọ tàn nadomo tọkọ dàgbé àìka àdódó mọmọ èyí tèdólẹ tán ná òníyọyọ àkúṣàn lẹsísẹwà tòtà tó ìmẹ nìyí tọmítọ akeem dìmọ zẹdẹ òpàgbé dídó ìgbẹtọlẹ tán ná òpèyọyọ bá sí àtòdodo pé bẹkúrá èyí tèdólẹ kó tó ògbẹsà yìí tọnu. dọ́tà náà òfò bíbélà ìjàtọ̀ àyí tèmẹ́lẹ̀ òtò dọ̀gbẹ́lẹ̀ kò tó dìdọ̀ ònúmọ̀ọ́mẹ́ èyí tèdó náà wàlẹ̀ bọ̀kọ̀sá òtò ṣiṣẹ́ ònúmọ̀ọ́kọ̀lẹ̀ tọ́jẹ̀gbọ̀nù wẹ̀nu ètò àkàgbà sọ́dẹ̀kùn òkútọ̀gbò tó wẹ̀nu kó ti tò mítọ̀nẹ̀ ìnáwó àìmẹ́tò nt tọ̀nẹ̀jì ẹnẹ̀mí fọ́dàgbé nàìjíríà vilẹ̀ òtò òdọ̀gbẹ́ di abundance renew nàìjíríà tán ẹnẹ̀ ydp kò sínú dọ́tà na de eba sí àdúdó bó sọlẹsùn dànàdó náà lílé àjọhó àyítẹ nàìjíríà tọdíọ bọ àlìdé fúnlẹ èjìtò kí gọmẹ kó òkú wọn zédókọjí náà dọdálẹ kó nìyí tọmítọ abdulsalam jubril wẹhẹ kíkọrin lọtọgọ kódọ yédọ eba sí àdúdó náà dọdálẹ nínú àlọgọnàmì ṣoṣo èyí rẹ sún nádọsìngà dáòtè náà yédè tó àsọyìntọ lẹnu bonayi gbẹtọ mẹjọmẹ hinato ṣiṣẹ olùdàgbèdàgbè lẹwà tó wẹkẹgbẹmẹ òtò dọgbẹlọsìn dónùkọdọ ìbíbàṣí pọlì lẹ àjọhó nàìjíríà tán bí ọgbọn àlìdéfò lẹẹdípò wẹnà sìgádìkẹ náà yìí tẹmítọ lọ só nínọtẹ gbọngbọn bùsọtì tó tẹ àsúkà gbòǹgbò èkó tẹ dáyìí tọmẹ tó mẹyìn yìí gbà áfíríkà kó ṣẹṣẹ àyítẹlẹtọ kó tó àìhàn tó blébùmẹ. títò òǹdùdù náà òwúrọ̀ mẹ́fí òwúrọ̀ pẹ̀fílẹ̀ tán tó fọ́nù tàtà pàṣẹ ìdòpó tó ti tó mẹ́mẹ́ ìtàn tó pọ́ọ́dù ti dólẹ̀mẹ́ etí nàdó ha òsàn òhẹ́tọ̀sẹ̀ pété sọ àyítẹ̀ ìbílẹ̀bùmẹ̀ nìní tọ́mítọ̀ ṣẹ́gun láwọlé kán tọkọ̀ dàgbèdàgbè títò lọ́tọ̀lẹ̀ lọ́sọ̀rọ̀sọ náà pé àtọ́ pápá àkọ́ọ̀dù etí tó gàdí àlọ́nù kò tí tó ògàdí bùsọ̀tò àsúká dókìá mọ́ǹkọ̀tàn lọ́sọ̀rọ̀sọ dógbọ̀nù mọ́ǹkọ̀tàn dàrí yóò hùn ẹ́mẹ́dọ̀ àìkà lọ èdàn tó pọ́ọ́dù zédó tẹ̀mẹ̀ bá sí àìkà àdódòdòkó etí nàdómọ̀dọ̀mọ́ ọ̀kọ̀gbọ̀pá méjìtọ́lẹ̀ pé òfìgò pọ́tọ́lẹ̀ kó bùsọ̀mọ̀dọ̀ yọ̀pọ̀lẹ̀ lọ́sọ̀tò wíwọ́lọ́lẹ̀mẹ̀ dùndùdù hìnà bá sí náà hẹ̀dàgbé wá náà gbàsà yìí tọ̀lẹ̀ èsì dónùkàn dọ̀ tètò àdódólọ́ kó hẹ̀ kọ̀gbọ̀pá méjìtọ́lẹ̀ bùsọ̀ òdìkè náà tàkámẹ̀ yọ̀pọ̀lẹ̀ tán ẹnẹ̀ wíwọ́mẹ̀fílẹ̀ tọ̀ ní bísí tṣeṣe dódò ńdùdù hìnà wàdàgbé náà gbàsà mẹ́lẹ̀ wọ̀nyí tò ní náà yìí bọ̀ àkọ́ọ̀dù kò sọ òzé àfọ̀ àdódólọ́ nàdó hẹ̀ dèpò pláwù hẹ̀ bìlẹ̀bù tó àyè tẹ̀mẹ̀. yeko dọ̀tọ́ gbèsò òkúsẹ́ lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sọ náà nàìjíríà filẹ̀ nàdọ́mọdọ́mọ́ yé jẹ̀lá pété náà mìíràn dídó ògbémẹ̀ tó dé pépé di náà dàgbé àlọ́sọ́dọ́gbò gbìgbọ̀tàn kó ònú ti dó gbẹ̀tọ́ tó mẹ́nu lẹ́tàn kó wẹ̀nu mẹ́kòtò dídẹ́bíọ́ wẹ̀nu àwéwé tọ́mẹ́tò dìfíè bọ̀ àpéwé lọ kò sóòtò òṣìṣẹ́ dọ́nù kan mọ́rùkọ̀ tán yìí dọ̀nà gbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ dọ̀nà yìí ní mọ̀dọ̀mọ́ yìí títọ̀ àìhàmẹ̀ bó sọ pèsè dọ́gbọ̀n mìíràn dídó ìgbìmọ̀ ìkótọ̀ dàlí yìí hùwẹ́ mẹ́dọ̀ ònú mọ́kànlẹ̀ wẹ́kọ̀ hẹ̀bẹ́ pílásùsù pílá ònú ti dọ́gbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ tán tó gbùgbọ̀gbẹ̀tọ́ tó mẹ́nu lẹ́tàn kó wẹ̀nuẹ̀ àsánpá etí iná mìíràn ṣíṣí hólẹ̀ tó àyè tẹ̀mẹ̀ kò sọ òtò ògà kékeré tán kú dọ̀nà gbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ ní mọ̀dọ̀mọ́ yìí títọ̀ àṣẹ́jí bó sọ títọ̀ àìhàmẹ̀ bó máa dó mìíràn òpè dóde pépé dìbò dódò tó àwéwè pinnu ògbélẹ̀ náà kú mọ́ nkọ̀tàn bọ̀ ní mìíràn sọ bí ògbémẹ̀ ẹnà dò kú gàn ònú ìgbẹ́tọ́lẹ̀ dógbẹ́ ìdàlì mìíràn mọ́ nkọ̀tàn lẹ́ẹ̀wẹ̀ kó hẹ̀ ònú sòsò gbé ònú ti dógbẹ́tọ́lẹ̀ tán ìgbẹ́tọ́ máa sì gàn híyá kó gbùgbọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀hìn kò sí gbogbo mọ́ nkọ̀tàn lẹ́ẹ̀ dàlì dóyìpó yìí wá ná ààyè ìgbẹ́tọ́lẹ̀ nàdómọ̀dọ̀mọ́ yìí títò àìhàmẹ̀ bó sọ títò àṣẹ́jì bó títò nùkìlì gbogbo ló mọ̀ nkọ̀tàn lẹ́ẹ̀dàlì bó máa dómìíràn gbé dóde pépé dìbò. mi mẹ̀sẹ̀lẹ̀ fíìmù mọ̀dọ̀ nìní égbètàn jẹ̀dí dépò sọ̀sùn sọ̀ tó kúrò gà olùkótọ́ sí ìkọ̀mẹ̀ káká jẹ̀wé lọ́nà òkòdẹ̀ dọ̀ àná sọ́dọ̀ máa tán láti tò mímẹ̀ kójì níbo dọ́dàgbé èsùn pèdénù.
Good evening. You are welcome to NTA Channel 12 News for the Deaf in Abeokuta. My name is Sheyi Ogunbayo. Now news.
The distribution was in fulfillment of the promise made by the governor, Ibekule Amosun, to vigorously campaign for President Muhammadu Buhari across the 236 wards in the state. Chairmen of the All Progressives Congress, APC, at the state, senatorial and local government levels were presented with the keys to the buses to go mobilize and canvass for votes that will return President Buhari in the 2019 election. He said President Buhari truly deserves a second term based on his integrity and enviable performance in governance. Chairman of the party in Ogun State, Dere Adebiyi, commended the governor for the gesture which will motivate members to work hard towards the success of the president at the election and that of the governor's senatorial ambition. The chairman also promised to do their best to ensure victory for the party at the general elections.
That was the mood of workers at the State Secretariat, Kemoso Abeokuta, on the first working day of the year 2019. The workers who gathered as early as 8 in the morning first to appreciate God for making them to see the new year, as well receive briefing on what are expected of them in the new year. Permanent Secretary in the Office of Head of Service, Mrs. Modupe Bosedi, charged workers to rededicate themselves to serve, be punctual, as well be alive to their responsibility, challenging the workers to reciprocate government's welfare for workers gesture. She told the workers to make civil service rule their watchword.
To admonish everybody to be at work on time and not just to rush home. They should not close before the close of work every day. So I expect them to be more committed to their job. Our governor has approved the promotion. People are not writing a promotion exam. They want to start doing the interview probably next week. So we expect them to work more than before. They should let the government know that indeed these people, they appreciate it. And how do we show the appreciation? Is by doing our job to time Anytime we are given an assignment, we should do it well.
Visit around the Secretariat and other agencies revealed that workers who appeared refreshed and elegant were seen at their different duty posts. A drive around the metropolis also showed that commercial activities have also picked up as traffic on the road has increased when compared with what obtained during the holiday. New Year resolutions are parameters used in personal targets and agenda for the year, while also assessing one's personal achievement in the previous year, while some people determine to do away with certain things they are not doing right. Others resolve to make certain steps during the course of the year to better their lives.
Concerning the upliftment of my family, this year, by the grace of God, if possible, and I'm praying that I, my wife, and my children will, for the first time, travel abroad for a family holiday.
In New Year resolution, but promised to be more dedicated to his official duty in 2019.
I'm determined to put in my best, even more than years past. Determined, like I said, to be part of the history, narrating about Ogun State and even about the governor and the administration. I'm determined to help the government achieve its set objective.
Mr. Ayokunle Ewusho, who believes that personal life assessment of one's achievement can be made at any time of the year, is totally indifferent to making of New Year resolutions.
You can have your resolution at any point in time. That's my belief. Of course, you may have it at the back of your mind that you, at a particular time, you want to do this, and when you look at your budget, you may have to review. That's my own point of view. You do not necessarily have to get your resolution at the beginning of every year.
Some other people, New Year resolutions are better said than done. How much did you achieve your year 2018 resolution? People are, however, advised to keep tab on
elections draw near. Different political parties in Nigeria have been selling their manifestos on the need to vote for their parties. The Abundant Nigerian Renewal Party says they intend to reposition education to impact on other sectors. While commending the federal government's rice revolution policy, the party added that it will go further and eliminate middlemen in the subsector.
The middlemen we don't want, who come into the country and buy our products from these farmers too cheap, because those farmers are not very much aware of the kind of prices they should be getting for their product. We will not want that one. But commodity board system actually works.
Youths right now are, technology savvy. You understand? Okay, so we make a massive use of technology to sensitize.
The Young Democratic Party lamented the country's overdependence on oil.
What we were trying to do is to try to give back to the people, to empower the youths. We're looking at when you finish becoming the president, president and governor, nobody needs to arrest you. You have 10 days within which to go to submit yourself to ICPC or EFCC. Go there.
The party also said that if elected into office, they will put in place a people-oriented security system to curb insecurity challenges across the country.
Abeokuta, solid as the rock.
It's great, it's good, it's Newgate Hotel, a home away from home. Come and enjoy impeccable service in the world of hospitality from our reception point, restaurant and bar, corporate and event hall, bar generator, accommodation and room service. There's guarantee for your money. We're located off Moshood Abiola Way, Ororombo, Ijem Tutu, behind MKO Stadium, NNPC, Abeokuta, Ogun State. You can make bookings for any part of our facility ahead of time through telephone 0802-339-4610, 0803-378-7701, or 0813-111-8480. Our email address is newgatehotels@yahoo.com. Patronize us today. Newgate Hotel, satisfaction guaranteed.
Àkókò ìsinmi ọdún rèé StarTimes sì mọ̀ wípé ẹ ó ti máa òǹgbẹ ìgbádùn. Ìdí rèé táwa náà fi máa fún yín ní ìgbádùn àwọn ìtàn mánigbàgbé lákòókò yìí bí ẹ bá ṣe ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àjẹtẹ́nu àwọn ìtàn amúnúsọkútù wọ̀wọ̀. La ó máa gbọ́ àbọ̀ àwọn àwòyánu ìtàn amúniwo kí ni ó ṣẹlẹ̀ òun kàyéfì lóríṣiríṣi fún yín. Pabambarì ibẹ̀ làwọn eré amúnirẹ́rìn tàkìtì lórí àga. Kò wá tán síbẹ̀ o, a ó tún fi èrè kún fún yín pẹ̀lú àwọn eré ìtàgé ohun ìfẹ́ tọ́kàn yín ń fẹ́ gangan. Ẹ sanwó oṣù méjì kẹ́ ẹ kọ́fà ìlàjì nínú owó oṣù kejì. Ìyẹn gangan nìtẹ́lọ́rùn StarTimes. Nítorí náà, lákòókò ìsinmi ọdún yìí, wá fún ara rẹ, ẹbí àtọ̀rẹ́ lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ ìgbádùn pẹ̀lú àwọn ààyò ètò tiwantiwa àti tòkè òkun. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kejìlá ọdún 2018 títí di ọjọ́ kọkànlélọ́gbọ̀n oṣù kìíní ọdún 2019. StarTimes, jẹ̀gbádùn ayé díjítà.
Jasmine Hotels by Air Fusion. We are strategically located at Presidential Boulevard, Kuto, Abeokuta, the capital city of the state. Jasmine Hotels and Air Fusion. We give the best of hospitality. From counter reception to catering service, we lead, others follow. Our rooms are designed for taste and affordability. Diplomatic double, diplomatic suite, deluxe room, deluxe suite, business suite, and royal suite are ready for take. Jasmine Hotels by Air Fusion. You can book our facility ahead of your arrival. Our telephone numbers are 0803-720-8713, 0814-888-7708, or 0903-503-7112. Our power generator sustains your phone. Jasmine Hotels by Air Fusion. Chilled, exotic drinks and palm wine are at your beck and call in our bar for your relaxation. Ample space for car park, seminar, conference, wedding ceremony, and other social events is available for comfort and safety. Jasmine Hotels by Air Fusion. We ease your stress with old school generation, 7:30 p.m. second Thursdays every month. Ain't nothing like it. Jasmine Hotels by Air Fusion. Experience ecstasy.
Orúkọ mi Martins Olúbọ̀mí Fọláṣadé. Mo wà ní Àbúrásù Mọ́gàjì, Modern Market, Ìpọ̀nrí. Mo gba market money 100,000. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fi